Welcome to the Royal Albert Hall for tonight's Royal Variety performance. Their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales, are introduced to the Royal Variety Charities Life President, Giles Cooper, OBE. The Princess of Wales is presented with a bouquet by 9-year-old twin sisters, Emily and Olivia. Tonight's show is in aid of the Royal Variety Charity, whose patron is His Majesty the King. As the royal party make their way into the hall, Catherine Jenkins and the fanfare trumpeters of the Band of the Welsh Guards prepare to lead the national anthem.
Please welcome your host for this evening, Jason Manford.
Good evening! Hello! How are you? So lovely to see you! Wow, thank you so much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, your Royal Highnesses. Welcome to the Royal Variety performance here at the historic Royal Albert Hall! It's exciting, isn't it? The pomp and ceremony, fabulous. And for me, hosting the Royal Variety performance is the ultimate privilege. All my heroes have performed it over the years. For comedians, this is our Wembley Cup final, the night that you dream of your whole career. Not that my dad's bothered. My dad's not bothered at all. I rang him up and said, Dad, I'm hosting the Royal Variety if you fancy it. He said, I'll see what I can do. This is a man who has got nothing to do. He is retired. I said, Dad, just come and watch the show. You know, if you can fit it in between walking the dog and an episode of The Chase, come and watch your son on stage at the biggest gig in his life. He said, you don't have to sulk about it. This is what he said. He said, you don't have to sulk about it, son. I don't watch your brother plumbing. That's what he equates it to. This is not the same, is it, watching our Steve fix a U-bend? See, in my family, we're a proper working class family, you see, so out of all of us, my brother's the one who's got the proper job. You know, he's a plumber, and so he's useful, you know, and my brother knows it, you know, he knows the pecking order of these things. He's salt of the earth, he's a white van man, and he's 2 up, 2 down in South Manchester where he lives with his wife and kids, and he looks down his nose at me, because what I do, all this, is not a proper job. Oh, he likes coming on holiday with us. Oh, yeah, it's a proper job that week. He's first at Terminal 1 in his Bermuda shorts. But the worst thing one of your siblings can say when you come from that background is the words, "You've changed." Oh, he gets you right there. And the worst thing is, he's right. I know he's changed. I still feel working class. That's who I am as a person. But I've had to accept it because I know that my kids are very much middle class. Because sometimes you look at your own children and you think, I wonder if we would have been friends. I don't think we would have. I don't even think I would have been allowed on their road, you know. And it's fine. I'm fine with me posh kids. The only time it becomes a problem is when we go round to, like, my brother's house, right? He was having a sleepover, his kids and my kids, and he rang me up Saturday morning. He said, you better come and get your posh kids. I said, why? He's supposed to be there all weekend. He said, they are going to get us battered on our estate. I said, what have they done? He said, I've just caught 2 of them running up the street laughing because all the houses are stuck together. I was like, oh, God. Oh, created monsters. I have. This is worse than the time we went to feed the ducks with brioche. I mean, it's all we had. It's all we had. When I take my kids round to the house, I have to line them up outside and have a word with them and go, right, look, when we go in here, do not let me down with your ways, okay? And about 20 minutes into dinner, one of them will pipe up, oh, Daddy, I don't like this smashed avocado, it's all warm. I'm like, it's mushy peas, get it down your neck. Last year we went to Knowsley Safari Park near Liverpool, a little day out, right? And I was meeting my brother and his kids there. And I went to pick my lot up from their mums, right? And they all ran into the car dead excited. And my ex-wife, she's a lovely woman, but always a bit posher than me. She said, oh, I've done you some food. And she came out, she had a proper wicker picnic basket, little blanket on it, and my face must have fallen, because she said, is that not okay? I said, no, it's a lovely thing to do, thank you. But it was not okay. The whole way around the park, I'm dreading lunchtime. And when we get there, and I open the boot, and I reach in, and as I pull this basket out, I turn around, and my brother's just sat there. All right, Mary, Betty. And he pulls out his carrier bag from Home Bargains, and he's got all the classics in there. Yeah, squashed ham butties wrapped in foil, salt and vinegar Space Raiders, multi-pack of penguins. He would have given fruit, but he'd not brought a tin opener. He'd thought of everything else. And he's just stood there smugly eating his sandwiches. Well, what have you got in your little basket, Jay? And I don't know, because I've not checked. And now I've got to do it live in front of him. And it could not have gone worse. I reach in and I pull out the first thing, a little pot of hummus. Just a little pot. And my kids are like, oh, good, Daddy, hummus. Have you got crudités? I'm like, not now, guys. Anyway, this basket just gets worse and worse and worse. Artichoke hearts, sunblush tomatoes, stuffed olives, chicken goujon. The chicken goujon, which when I was a kid was called a nugget. Now it's called a chicken goujon. Does anybody know the difference between a goujon and a nugget? £8. £8, that's the difference. Couscous, falafel, feta cheese, quinoa. Quinoa, very interesting quinoa, because it is spelt one way, but it is pronounced a very different way. And I don't know if you know why that is. That is so they can find working class people who've snuck into Waitrose. Yeah. You'd be very lucky sometimes. You'll hear it come over the tannoy. Security to aisle 3, security to aisle 3. Yeah, somebody just asked for quinoa. Yeah, they're looking for quinoa. Shit-ache mushrooms. Yeah, that's what they're looking for. How will we know who she is? She's in her pyjamas. She's in her pyjamas, yeah. Shall we crack on with the show, everybody? Of course we should, all right. And what a terrific lineup of acts we have got. Tonight, we'll be joined by Stephen Fry, Jessie J, BGT winner Harry Moulding, Johannes Radebe and the cast of Kinky Boots, Madness, the cast of Just for One Day, a huge 40th celebration of Les Miserables, which is really special. You're going to love that. And lots more. But what better way to open tonight's show than with an exclusive performance of one of the most anticipated musicals to arrive in the West End, Paddington. Yeah. It's going to be fabulous, isn't it? I think we're all looking forward to seeing it. Here to tell us more is the show's composer, so let's please welcome the hugely talented Tom Fletcher.
Your Royal Highnesses, good evening, everyone. It is an absolute honour to open this year's Royal Variety performance with a special performance from Paddington the Musical, which is now playing at the Savoy Theatre in London's West End. And we are delighted to be sharing a little piece of our new show for the first time ever tonight. Yeah. So, please welcome to the stage the incredible cast of Paddington the Musical and one very special bear.
Welcome to my shop of curiosities, newfound oddities here and there. Everywhere you look, an old discovery. Everything, even me and this bear. His fateful journey here was dark and full of fear. Had to leave his home behind him. He climbed aboard the boat, he traveled with a note. Oblivious to dangers that might find him. Only stowed away and sailed across the sea, hoping he would be welcomed in. I'm afraid it didn't go quite so easily.
you. Are you free to help me?
I'm too busy, step
Could
aside.
somebody show me where to go?
Not my problem.
I have traveled miles and miles and miles over the ocean. My suitcase has no clothes, but I packed all of my hopes in. Aunt Lucy said when one door closes, another one will open. Dear Aunt Lucy, just you wait and you'll see that tomorrow starts today. Here in London, every street you walk on is paved with golden marmalade. I've been sailing towards the rest of my life. Dear Aunt Lucy, 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 I've arrived.
Hello, Ben.
Uh-oh, stranger danger.
May I help you?
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but, well, what are you doing here on your own?
My Aunt Lucy sent me across the ocean, looking for a place to call my home. So far I haven't really made a useful connection, but maybe you could point me in a friendly direction.
Please look after this bear. How about you come home with us?
Mary, a bear is the last thing this family needs right now.
Just until we can find the right people to look after you. Would you like that?
Thank you. I would like that more than anything. It's time for me to begin the rest of my life. Dear Aunt Lucy, 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 dear Aunt Lucy.
Lucy, who's she?
Dear Aunt Lucy, 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 Lucy,
This is Paddington. It's his first day in London.
Ooh, Paddington, you are so welcome. Here, come, let us show you the road. To the rhythm of London, like a train from the heart of the city to your brain. Once you get on board, you can be assured that life will never be the same. So if you've got fur, you've got skin, feel the beat and you can joyride. That's when your new life here will begin. The rhythm of London, London, London. The rhythm of London, London, London. Hear me now from Notting Hill to Cannon Town. There's so much you can see. Like Leicester Square or Charing Cross, where you can use the loops for free. You gotta see us if you wanna see them, or you can take a loop on the London Eye. Or what's on a bucket list, you can take a trip. Straight and sweaty wide. So much history, so much drama, everywhere you go. And if you got the time, I highly recommend that. See our West End Shore.
Thank you to the cast and crew of Paddington! Wow. That was incredible, incredible. Can't wait to see this show. Wow. That was amazing. Paddington, I'm a huge fan. I mean, I often look at you, your bare fur and your duffel coat, thinking you must be roasting. Tell me, you've come from Peru, you're in London. What do you think of this incredible city?
Well, Mr. Manford, I adore marmalade, naturally, but what I love most is how kind everyone has been. All the wonderful people I've met arriving, and I must say, your pigeons are extremely confident.
Folks, please join me in thanking the cast and crew of Paddington!
Much more to come, including Westlife, Stephen Fry, and an epic celebration of 40 years of Les Miserables.
We're welcoming some incredible international acts onto the show tonight, and this next troupe has created a brand new dance style called air dance. They also hold the Guinness World Record for 38 at the most synchronized horizontal bar rotations. I don't know what that is either. Some of you are probably thinking, I've done a few bar rotations in my past, Jace. But it's not that kind of bar, lads, okay? This is precision, strength and timing, and if you tried it at home, you'd end up in 24 hours in A&E. All the way from Japan, please put your hands together for the unbelievable Air Footworks.
I gave you the key when the door wasn't open. Just admit it. See, I gave you faith, turned your doubt into hope, and can't deny it. Now I'm all alone and my joys turn them open. Where are you now that I need you? Attention when nobody else was paying. That's for sure. And I was on my knees when nobody else was praying. Oh Lord. Where are you now that I need you? Where are you now that I need you? You now that I need you. I need you the most. I need you the most.
From timeless ballads to global chart toppers, our next act's music has soundtracked weddings, school discos, makeups and breakups for nearly 25 years. They have had an incredible 14 number ones, a record only beaten by the Beatles and Elvis Presley. Ahead of a huge global arena tour and a new album, I'm thrilled they're here to sing one of their best loved hits. No one, and I mean no one, gets up off a stool at a key change like these lads. And let me tell you, I've tried, done my hamstring. With World of Our Own, it's Westlife!
All of the things I've been looking for, always been here outside of my door. make me feel funny. When you come around, yeah, that's what I find out, honey. What am I do without you? You make me feel happy. When I leave you behind, it plays in my mind now, honey. What am I do without you? Oh, took for granted everything we had, as if I found someone who's just like you. Oh, we got a little world of our own. I tell you things that no one else knows. I let you in when no one else goes. What am I do without you? All of the things I've been looking for, always been here inside of my door. All of the time I'm looking for something new. What am I do without you? Hey! What am I do without you? Well, I guess I'm ready. I'm settling down, fooling around is over. And I swear it's true, no buts on maybe. Buts on maybe. Falling down, saw someone who says me. Someone who says hey girl, it's you. Oh, funny how that can be so surprising. I'm just realizing what you do. Oh, we got a little world of our own. I tell you things that no one else knows. I let you in when no one else goes. What am I do without you? All of the things I've been looking for, always been here inside of my door. All of the time I'm looking for something new. What am I do without you? Well, it's feeling right now. Feeling right. So let's do it right. Let's do it right. And rain or sun like you will learn to stand the way. It's feeling right now. Feeling right now. I feel it somehow. I won't let this slip away. Loved it. Clap your hands. We got a little world of our own. I tell you things that no one else knows. I let you in when no one else goes. What am I do without you? We got a little world of our own. I tell you things that no one else knows. I let you in when no one else goes. What am I do without you? All of the things I've been looking for, always been here inside of my door. All of the time I'm looking for something new. We got a little world of our own.
On her way, Hurricane makes her Royal Variety debut and a special reunion with Live Aid Musical just for one day.
Through the years, there have been many brilliant double acts who have graced this stage, and tonight I'm introducing you to the latest. Italy's Adrian Stoica and his border collie Hurricane have been charming audiences across the world, and in 2023 won America's Got Talent. I've got a feeling he might have just come on stage, yes. They're a marvel to watch, and it'll come as no surprise to learn that they're also best of friends. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you all to Adrian Stoica and Hurricane.
Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, sing oh, eh, oh. Just move those left feet, go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it, sing oh, eh, oh. Show the world you got that fire.
for flight RVP 25 to Kensington.
Amazing, eh? Who remembers Live Aid? Yeah. Were any of you there? Did anybody get to go? A couple of you there. Wow, what a privilege, what a privilege. Before my time, of course. This year was, of course, the 40th anniversary of an extraordinary musical event that brought together the whole world for a great cause. But Live Aid would never have happened without the people who were there at the very beginning of this extraordinary story. And they're with us tonight. Along with the cast of Just for One Day, currently playing at London's Shaftesbury Theatre, the musical tells the amazing story of Live Aid and is packed with rock classics from that incredible concert, including Queen and David Bowie, who were a great highlight at Wembley, and Madonna and Bob Dylan, who closed the concert in America.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
In 1984, I was just a young nurse doing my best in the face of a devastating famine gripping northern Ethiopia. It felt as if the rest of the world had no idea what was happening, which is when a certain journalist called Michael Burke turned up.
I'd seen a lot by then, but nothing so terrible. But how to get the enormity of it across to people watching in the safety and comfort of their own homes, a world away in every sense? Would they feel as I did? Would they turn away? More bad news from nowhere? Would the hopelessness just be too much for them?
The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? is blowing in the wind. The answer is flowing in love.
Watching Michael's news broadcasts, I felt so angry, so disgusted, so ashamed. I felt that not only must we do something, but we could do something. And since music was all that I knew, I had the idea that maybe if we had time, we could put out a Christmas song, make some money, and, you know, feed the world.
Which is when Bob rings me up. We wrote that song together, called every pop star we could think of to sing on this thing.
Here's to you, raise a glass for everyone.
Before we knew it, Did They Know It's Christmas became Britain's biggest selling single.
Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
The Band-Aid single had raised millions. It became obvious that more could be done and needed to be done, and that was the very simple idea behind Live Aid.
Queen got this call from Geldof. Asking us if we could take part in this massive global televised concert at Wembley Stadium.
And Spandau Ballet got the same call. Did he tell you that everyone had said yes and you were the last person he was calling?
Gary, his exact words.
Bob announced all these bands to the press before they'd even said yes.
Yes, but they could hardly say no, Gary, after that, could they?
The two gigs combined raised around $400 million in today's money.
But more than that, and as importantly, it raised awareness around the world, which forced governments to act.
And 40 years on, that Live Aid concert is celebrated in the musical Just for One Day, which, besides being a fabulous show, continues to raise money for the Band-Aid Trust.
And reminds us all that music has the incredible power to bring everyone in the entire world together.
Still to come, music from the award-winning Jessie J, a supersized Madness medley, plus BGT's Harry Moulding.
Now, there's no denying that our manners aren't what they used to be, and maybe modern society could do with a little bit of help. Fortunately, we've brought in an expert. Currently wowing audiences in the West End in the importance of being earnest, the formidable Lady Bracknell has travelled by horse-drawn carriage to be with us tonight. Now, I saw her backstage, and I must say, she bears a passing resemblance to Stephen Fry. I wouldn't say it to her face. Anyway, good luck, everyone, and please welcome to the stage Lady Augusta Bracknell.
Oh, you have. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's lovely to see you here. I just need somewhere to set down my, I'm not saying it. I've been invited here to speak to you on an urgent problem that faces all of us, from the lowest to the highest in the land. I'm speaking, of course, about manners. In the 35 years that I've been alive, all right, Daniel, for 38 years, I have witnessed a distressing degradation in public decorum. Some of you here, I grant, appear to be dressed correctly, in dinner jackets. Not tuxedos, this isn't America. Dinner jackets, which is the correct attire for events, dinners, and popping along to watch Aston Villa lose. But let me give you an example of incorrect manners for an occasion such as today. Let me get my list. I have a list of things here in my... I'm not going to say it. I've kept a note of every behavior that has recently irritated me in modern life. Here. Etiquette do's and don'ts. Kindly do not play music from one's mobile telephone while traveling by bus. Yes. Always on mute during a theatrical performance, please. In fact, abstain from using these devices altogether. If you must send messages, for heaven's sake, send a servant. It's what they're for. And moving on, gentlemen, this is for you. Always return the seat to its downward position. And learn to improve your aim. Am I right, ladies? Now, table manners, that's important. Imagine you've been invited to stay in the country, in a castle, for example. You're sitting around the table. Don't let yourself get voted off by those bloody traitors. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. I do beg your pardon. Now then, next on the list. Eating or drinking in the street? No. Eating out of doors is a sign of mental decay. This is not, I repeat, not America. The consumption of foodstuffs... What did I say? What did I say? Phones on mute. Who is responsible? Who is responsible for this interruption? Oh? Oh, actually, it seems to be coming from here, from my, oh, excuse me. Lady Bracknell of Belgravia speaking. My Deliveroo driver is waiting where? Well, I'll be there in 2 minutes. Make sure he's got the order right this time. It's a pizza, yes? He's brought a what? A what? A hamburger? I'm awfully sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Have to excuse me. I have an important prior dinner engagement. But thank you for your attention. And remember your manners and good night. Thank you very
Our next performance is a very personal one for this Brit award-winning singer and songwriter. Having already sold over 20 million records worldwide, this song is taken from her latest album, Don't Tease Me With a Good Time. Her first in nearly 8 years, with an exclusive performance of I'll Never Know Why. It's the incredible Jessie J.
pretend what life was like for you. You always kept me close and safe. I wish I could have done the same for you. I wanna tell you everything. I love you and I mean it. But when you left, I lost my peace of mind. How could you say goodbye without saying goodbye? How did I stop and notice you were lost and hopeless, and we still ran out of time? I know you must have had your reasons to leave us all behind. I'll never know why. You knew me better than they did. You always took the worst of it alone. You sacrificed so much, I know. A heart of gold was such a tortured soul. I wanna tell you everything. I love you and I mean it. But when you left, I lost my peace of mind. How could you say goodbye without saying goodbye? How did I stop and notice you were lost and hopeless, and we still ran out of time? I know you must have had your reasons to leave us all behind. I'll never know why. How could you say goodbye without saying goodbye? How did I stop and notice you were lost and hopeless, and we still ran out of time? I just want you to know that you're still loved like you're alive. I wish you knew why.
The sensational Jessie J. What a voice, what a song. Back in May, a young magician from Blackpool stepped onto the Britain's Got Talent stage and won over the entire nation with his charm and mind-blowing magic. He deservedly took the crown and won the prize to perform here at the Royal Variety. Let's give him the warmest of welcomes. It's the amazing Harry Moulding!
This really is a dream come true, and I can't believe that I'm here. Your Royal Highness, I'm not sure if you realise, but your dad, like me, is a member of the world-famous Magic Circle. In fact, it's exactly 50 years ago, almost to the day, since he first passed his audition. Now, to celebrate this momentous occasion in the world of illusion, tonight, I'd like to create a special moment of magic that, with the King's help, I think will blow everyone's minds. Now, to kick things off, I need to find someone that looks like they have absolutely no idea about what is going on. Sir, you'll be perfect. What's your name?
Brian.
Say again?
Brian.
Brian, it's important you realise that nothing has been set up tonight in any way. Brian, let me tell you that at the moment, I'm thinking of a country. Somewhere in the world I have never been, but somewhere I have always wanted to go to. Have a think, and in a loud, clear voice, where on earth do you think that could be?
Brazil.
Brazil. Unbelievable. Brazil it is. Brian, you'll be perfect for this. In a moment, I'm gonna bat you a balloon. I'd like you to stand up, catch it, and hold it high above your head. In a moment, I'm gonna count you down from 3 to 1, and I'd like you to gently bat the balloon behind you and then sit down. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Whoever catches the balloon, I'd like you to stand up and hold it high above your head. Hi there. In a loud, clear voice, what's your name?
June.
June? June. I'd like you to think of a time of day. Make it exact, both to the hour and minute. Make it really random.
11:03.
11:03. In a moment, I'd like you to bat the balloon behind you and then sit down. Go for it. Whoever catches it, can you please stand up? Hi there, in a loud voice, what's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline? Madeline, I'd like you to think of a random number, say between 100 and 400.
232.
232. And for the final time, I'd like you to gently bat the balloon behind you and then sit down. Whoever catches it, can you please stand up and hold it high above your head? You're the final person. In a loud voice, what's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin, I'd like you to think of a word that you think best describes the show tonight. Make it short and keep it clean.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Kevin, I'd like you to keep the balloon held high above your head, make your way along the row, this way into the aisle, and if you come forward, you'll see that there's a white cross on the floor. X marks the spot. I'd like you to stand on that white cross on the floor there, Kevin. So, we've got Brian, Brazil. June, 11:03. Madeline, 232. And Kevin, brilliant. Kevin, hold the balloon high above your head, look up, and give it a shake. You'll be able to hear and see that there's something inside. It's a note that I wrote on 30 minutes before the show tonight. Hold it about there, and don't move. Kevin, I'd like you to pick up the note that fell out of the balloon there. We're gonna bring a camera around so that everyone can see. Open it up about here, all the way. And in a nice, loud voice, I'd like you to read exactly what that note says.
Brian will choose Brazil. June will choose 11:03. Madeline will choose 232. Kevin will choose brilliant.
Please give Kevin a big round of applause as he heads back to his seat. Now, I know that's pretty amazing, but what if I told you I knew what all of those decisions would be a month ago? Impossible, right? Well, I did. And to prove it, I made a video. Today, I've got a special delivery to make, and I can't believe I'm doing this. Inside this envelope is something very special. In exactly 1 month's time, I'll be standing live on stage at the Royal Variety Performance, and 4 people in the audience will be making a series of totally random decisions. Believe it or not, those decisions are inside of this envelope. Impossible, right?
Hello, this way, Harry.
Thank you. I hope I'm not late. Oh, no, that's okay. I'm early. I'll just check this first before I leave it for the king. I think that would be the page number chosen. And the country I've circled in red. And as for the title, well, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, one more thing. Harry, exactly 50 years ago, during his audition for the world-famous Magic Circle, the king reversed 1 playing card in this deck. And now, all these years later, he's going to read somebody's mind. Harry, catch these. Let's finish where we began. Brian, can you confirm that nothing has been set up tonight in any way?
Nothing at all.
Name any playing card.
Ace of clubs.
The ace of clubs. Let's see if the king has read your mind.
Stepping onto the stage next, dancing superstar Johannes Redevay with Kinky Boots and the one and only Madness.
Now, when this musical premiered back in 2013, audiences flocked to the theatres to embrace its heart, humour, and high heels. Not surprisingly, it went on to scoop Olivier and Tony Awards and a very loyal following. Next March, it opens at London's Coliseum for a strictly limited season with a much-loved star playing the lead role. With an exclusive performance, here's the fantastic Johannes Redevay and the cast of Kinky Boots.
Ladies, would you go out in something like this?
I just think with the size
I'd say you look all right in them, sweetheart.
And what's your name, sweetheart?
It's Don to you, sweetheart.
Well, Don, if you can't get women to wear them, you'll never get them on blokes like me. And that's the color red you need. Look to the heel. The sass is in the heel, even if you break it. The sass is in the heel, honey, you can't fake it. Jack it up, 'cause I'm no flat tire. Make it up 6 inches higher. The sass is in the heel, so just embrace it. I hope you don't mind, but I brought my own backup. Ladies, tell them that's what you need. From London to Milan, stilettos are an easel. In red and neon light. Jimmy, Jimmy,
leg and the hindquarter region, lifting the rear and making it appear pert and ready for mating season.
That's the scientific view, but you know what I say? The sex is in the heel, just as you can break it. Ow!
The sex is the appeal, kinky boys can shake it.
Pump it up till it's ostentatious. Pump it up, it's contagious. Woo! The sex is in the heel, so just embrace it.
More than 45 years ago, 7 self-confessed nutty boys from Camden had their first hit single. They've gone on to become one of Britain's most successful and best-loved bands, selling millions of records worldwide. Unbelievably, they're making their Royal Variety debut here tonight with a special medley of their greatest hits. Please welcome the one and only Madness!
This time she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Her sister's sighing in her sleep. Her brother's gonna take 2 kids. He can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our. Well, our house, it has a crowd. There's always something happening and it's usually quite loud. And our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down and a mess is not allowed. In our house, in the middle of our street. Our house, in the middle of our... I don't know when, but when everything's true, when we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time. I know I'll never have it, but if it was a day away, then we'd say nothing would come between us. 2 dreamers. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. And I never thought I'd feel this way, the way I feel about you. And you, as soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. Why? Oh yeah, it must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. There's nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. There's nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Peace and love. Thank you very much.
Have a very Merry Christmas. When we return, it's time to celebrate one of our most loved Christmas traditions, the pantomime, with a few familiar faces.
It's 25 years since the legendary and much-loved BBC Radio 4 satire series Dead Ringers hit the airwaves. Since then, no personality from the world of politics and entertainment has been safe from the award-winning cast's impressions. Currently on a UK tour, we are delighted to welcome 4 of the show's long-standing cast members. Give it up for Lewis MacLeod, John Culshaw, Jan Ravens and Duncan Wisby, the Dead Ringers!
Shut up, losers! It's the Donald talking now. It's great to be back in the UK. England is my favorite part of Scotland. And I'm so happy to be here tonight at the Royal Albert Hall. Wow. Great job. Incredible venue, so much history, which is why I'm going to demolish it and replace it with a gold ballroom. But you know what the Donald loves most about the UK at this time of year? It's all your wonderful festive TV.
I am Martin Lewis, money-saving expert. Here is exactly what you are going to do. You buy 10 turkeys on a 0% interest credit card. You put the money from that into our high interest saver. You put the interest into an account with cashback. Then you switch that to get a switching fee. You put the fee into the high interest. You put the interest into the cashback. You switch the cashback round and round and round and round, and boom! You have fed the entire Cratchit family for less than 2 shillings each.
One festive highlight this year will be the live unveiling of the new James Bond. But who will follow Daniel Craig as the new 007, the smooth secret agent and cold-hearted assassin?
The name's Carr. Alan Carr. Do you know, I never thought of myself as James Bond material. Until I'd done The Traitors. Once Claudia gave me a license to kill, I couldn't get enough of it.
And join me, Nigella Lawson, this Christmas. Instead of cooking for you in my usual sultry way, I've decided to make something else sexy, doing the washing up. So begin by grasping the hot tap firmly in your hand and twist until it's well and truly turned on. Then take your washing up liquid bottle and squeeze until it oozes all over. and the water is white and foaming. Next, you'll need a pair of rubber gloves. So take your time to work each hand into the glove. One finger, then another, and another, until the rubber is taut to the touch. Then grab your turkey roasting pan, the absolutely filthy one, and really give it a good seeing to.
As the countdown to the 2026 World Cup begins, Sky Sports spends Christmas in Munich with England captain Harry Kane.
Yeah, you know, for me, being with my family at this time of year, you know, well, it's a dream come true, really, isn't it? You know, people often ask me if playing in the German league has changed me at all. And what I say to them is, ich bin immer noch derselbe Spieler, der ich war, als ich Max Nürnberg nuschen kann. You know, so, not really, no, I don't think so.
And on Channel 5, it's a festive special with Jeremy Vine.
It was, of course, Wizard, who sang I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
And on Christmas Day on BBC One, a special new edition of The Traitors.
I'm Claudia Winkleman, 20% human, 80% fringe. Excellent. If you thought Celebrity Traitors was a lot, you may need to take a moment, because this is The Traitors Prime Minister's special. Let's meet the contestants.
Tony Blair.
Yes, well, you know, it's me, the big dog, in a Scottish castle, playing a deadly parlour game with all my successors. Pretty funny, really. Not as funny as President Trump putting me in charge of peace in the Middle East, but, you know, there you go.
Theresa May.
I'm told that the key to success in this game is forging close bonds with other contestants by dint of one's natural charm, warmth, and charisma. So that's me screwed. Boris Johnson.
Now listen, you have to believe me. I promise you, I am absolutely 100% faithful. Gosh, I just had the strangest feeling of deja vu. Because Boss has definitely had this exact conversation with at least one of my wives.
And Sir Keir Starmer.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's so lovely to be here. And I've actually developed a brilliant strategy for surviving the round table by making sure that no one will vote for me ever again. It's called being Keir Starmer. And plus, I have a theory, actually, about who wants to get rid of me. And I've narrowed it down to everyone in Britain.
And there's one final festive treat, a surprise return to Downton Abbey.
Cora, I have important news.
Oh, Robert, have you lost all our money again by investing in Canadian railways or cryptocurrency, boo-boo-be-doo?
No, darling. The third Downton Abbey movie has been such a hit, Lord Fellows is writing a fourth one.
Oh, that man really needs a hobby.
Excuse me, Lord Grantham, but the plot of the next movie is here to see you.
Ah, show the plot in, Carson. Now, what do we think this one will be about?
Hello, anybody home?
Ah, there we go. President Trump welcome to Downton. And let me say how delighted we all are to have you as our guest.
The Donald is not a guest. I am the new Lord of the Manor. I have bought Downton Abbey. I am going to turn this place into a golf resort and change the name to Downton Alago.
What, Mr. Trump, if I were to tell you that in the world of Downton, the KFC bargain bucket won't be invented for another 30 years?
What? That's it. The deal's off.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year again. Panto season. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. It's the most British of British institutions, a symbol of our very Britishness, like fish and chips, queuing, the last night of the proms, and painting flags on roundabouts. Nobody else in the world does it better because nobody else understands what the hell a panto is. It's ours. So this year, I'm in Manchester, Panto. Who do you reckon I am? Yeah. Who do you reckon I am this year? Cinderella, grow up, mate. Peter Pan, I'm 44. I am Robin Hood. I'll be Robin Hood all Christmas in these tights. I know what you're thinking. I must get those chipolatas for the pigs in blankets. But no. Right now, it's time to celebrate the most British, the most Christmassy, and the most brilliantly bonkers thing of all, the pantomime! Panto means tradition, it means family, it means fun. A panto means it's Christmas! An exciting time for everyone, and everyone is in them. Anyone you've ever known, even me. I've been in 3.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, yes, I have. When life feels tough and the world looks bleak, you need something magical, real unique. This'll only take a moment of your time. This is how we make a classic pantomime. Fairy story should be something quite well told, like Cinderella or Aladdin, maybe Frozen, no too cold, amazing sets, lots of color. First scene is normally the town, where all the people sing. Oh, we really love this town. It's always in harmony as well, which is great. Oh, it's a forest though, not a town. We really love this forest. Better, fantastic. Okay, the cast. You need a star who knows how to deliver, who looks fabulous in tights and is quite nifty with a quiver. Can't get me, you might get one of Dancing on Ice's Magic Skaters. And if you're really lucky, you'll get one of the Gladiators. Oh, yeah. By looking in a mirror. Woo. Now a dame, someone hilarious, a master of the art. Stick a cherry on his head, he looks just like a massive tart.
Hello, everyone, it's me, Biggins. I'll tease the blokes on the front row. You know the usual stick, making very subtle reference to the size of their...
Dick Whittington's another character, off with the scene in tights, but he'd better not touch Maid Marian. I've got her in my sights. Hello, Faye. Don't you love the double entendres? They really are quite stunning. Whichever way you turn, you can always see them coming. The baddie you can tell because the band plays semi-quavers, and you think that with this setup you'll be getting Nigel Havers. No, Leslie Joseph is our baddie, the queen of wickedness.
And when I come on stage, I know you'll all do this. Oh, shut up.
Come on, we can't hear you.
Go home.
Oh, he's loving a ghost to give the kids something to fear. They shout, it's behind you, God, I hope it's not my career. There's a sloshy bit, some custard pies. Woo. And here's the real wow. I'll tell you who's behind me. It's Daisy the cow. To be the back end of you're better off being a teapot like Sue Pollard. It's Sue Pollard, everyone! She's got a spout, a handle, and some extra bits of flair. Perfect place to hide a guy like Dr. Ranch. You try rhyming Dr. Ranch, it's really hard. The young lovers, they're the ones with perfect hair, and probably the only reason your mum and dad are there. They sing the song by Taylor Swift to prove their love is valid. Do some heavy petting in the middle of a ballad. Guys, it's the Raw Variety family show. Now finally the fairy, there's surely nothing sweeter than a godmother or Tinkerbell who looks just like Sunita. It is Sunita! Hi! But sometimes fairies fade, the lights will turn down low, then the audience starts clapping. And magic fills the show. Come to see a panto, and you'll never feel alone. At the very least, you'll get some peace from staring at your phone. It's a child's first taste of theater, the lighting of that flame. It keeps the theaters open, and it keeps our hearts the same. From the flymen to the stagehands, musicians in the pit band, ushers and the bar staff, the producer with a bar grab, costume, makeup, actors, writers, sound and light tech, pulling all-nighters. They all help make the wish come true. Have pantomimes for everyone. We do it all for you. Please give an extra round of applause tonight. I found out today, panto-wise, Christopher Biggins is on 50 pantos this year. So is Sue Pollard. Leslie Joseph on 40 pantos so far. Let's give them an extra round of applause here. Unbelievable.
Stay tuned for more comedy and music with Tom Davis, Leve, and Catherine Jenkins.
Put your hands together for one of the greats, a legend of British comedy, a proper comic. This is the brilliant Mick Miller!
Thanks. So my grandson, he said, "Grandad, can you make a noise like a frog?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, Mum says, when you croak, we're all going to Disney World." I've got one grandson, he's 4 years old. Do you know he can't say please in Spanish? Now that's por favor. I've got this neighbour, and we don't get on. We don't get on at all, you know. She's always over the fence, you know, like a meerkat. She's always shouting and screaming, and we've never got on. She's got a big pond. She's got a big pond, you know, with them koi carp fish. And we don't get on, basically, because I've got quite an unusual hobby. I breed herons. You know, when you're driving in the country and you always see a bit of roadkill, don't you? You know, a dead fox, dead pheasant. You ever notice you never see a dead crow? And I found out why. Because there's two of them. And one of them's a lookout. Car! Came down on the train today, sat next to a lovely lady. We were having a nice little chat. You know, she said, "Have you got any pets?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I've got a goldfish." She said, "Hobbies?" I said, "Well, you like swimming?" So for lunch, I went in this Michelin-starred restaurant. Do you know the cheapest thing on the menu for lunch was £48? I thought, well, I'll go for that, cheapest thing, you know, boneless chicken. And it arrived, fried egg. So I'm in the hotel, and the hotel had everything. They had a swimming pool, jacuzzi, they had a spa. So spa, I thought, I'm in the spa, you know what I mean? Got me lottery tickets, some hobnobs. They had a sauna. I've never been in a sauna in my life. I'm now sat in a sauna, half naked, with 15 strange men. I burnt my lips on this ladle trying to get a drink. They had a swimming pool. I never knew this. You know, in every swimming pool now, there's a chemical in the water. And if a man has a pee in the water, he comes out bright blue. It's like ink, and they know who's done it. And if a woman has a pee in the water, it comes out pink. Well, me and the wife were up and down this pool. We were like the red arrows. Thank you very much. Good night.
Now, we're all here at the Royal Albert Hall to support the Royal Variety Charity, and tonight's event is its biggest annual fundraiser. Harry Moulding, this year's Britain's Got Talent winner, has been finding out more about the charity's work.
For over 100 years, the Royal Variety Charity has been there to support those working in entertainment through hardship or ill health. Famously, the charity run Brinsworth House, a residential retirement and nursing care home for those in need who have served in the entertainment industry. And today, I'm bringing along some magic for the old pros to enjoy. If you just blow on the rope, blow. Many of us working in the entertainment industry do so because we love bringing joy to others, whether that's on stage, in theatres, through music, or on television.
Recently, the Royal Variety Charity launched a new mental health initiative for those workers both on and off stage. The reality of a life in entertainment for the majority isn't as glamorous as it seems. It's a life of financial instability, long, unsociable hours, with little or no ability to plan for the future. And it's no surprise that for many, that can become overwhelming.
In this industry, more than in other industries, there are stats that suggest that 87% of people are experiencing mental ill health at any time. You're 3 times more likely to experience depression and anxiety. Within the performing arts, we have the 4th highest rate of suicide within any industry.
Mental ill health is a struggle felt by many who devoted their lives to the arts. Julia's story is one that began with a childhood dream to perform.
I think from the age of 10, when I was on stage at the Rock Nativity, I knew that's when I wanted to be an actress and a singer. Because I just stood on that stage and something just said to me, this is what I want to do. When you're self-employed, you're freelance, you sing in different bands, and you don't have that group togetherness. So there's never one kind of space that you all share together except on that stage. It's a very solitary life, I would say. So depression is a really big thing. If you've got a gig, you can't say, I can't do this. Else, the performers that I'm performing with, they then lose a job if I can't make it. And you feel great when you're on stage, but then as soon as you're off, you're like...
Not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from can be one of the biggest triggers for poor mental health, especially when illness means you simply can't work.
When I found out that I had cancer, I did feel completely overwhelmed. I also felt panic. I felt panic about the position that I'd be in, being able to look after my son whilst I underwent treatment. And then the biggest thing that I was worried about was finance. How was I going to pay the bills and the mortgage whilst I was off work? It was a really difficult time.
There's no quick fix when it comes to mental health, but having the right support can make all the difference. Through grants and access to therapy, the Royal Variety Charity is helping people like Julia and Kylie find a way forward.
I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know what help there was. I just knew that I didn't feel right. I got funding from the Royal Variety Charity, which then enabled me to have the course of treatment that I needed.
Thankfully, the Royal Variety Charity were able to fund my course of treatment to work with a therapist to really delve into the recent traumas that I'd been through. And so I'm forever grateful to the support that Royal Variety were able to give me.
The show has to go on, but having the right support around you, it can go on forever.
For more information, visit royalvarietycharity.org.
Time now to introduce you to one of music's most exciting new stars. Born in Iceland and currently based in LA, this Grammy Award winner has an incredible 26 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Her latest album, A Matter of Time, was a top 3 hit here in the UK, and next year she headlines 2 nights at the O2 and the Manchester Co-op Live with her hit single, Lover Girl. Please welcome the sensational Laufey!
The skyscrapers causing vertigo. The countdown begins in Tokyo. 27 days alone means 20 million ways to cope without you. I'm in a reckless fever, love-struck girl like a teaser. Thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me, sir. You've been hosting parties in my mind. I'm working overtime to have you in my world. Oh, what a curse it is to be a lover girl. Forced to get creative, wrote my feelings down. The independent lady in me's nowhere to be found. I can't wait another day to see you. How embarrassing to be this way. I'm in a reckless fever, love-struck girl like teaser. Thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me, sir. You've been hosting parties in my mind. I'm working overtime to have you in my world. Oh, what a curse it is to be in love. I wait by the phone like a high school movie dream. At the shows you come running to me. Think I see you in the wings. God, I'm hallucinating. What a reckless fever, love-struck girl like a teaser. Thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me, sir. You've been hosting parties in my mind. I'm working overtime. You become my world. Oh, what a curse it is to be a lover girl.
Don't miss the celebrations for the 40th anniversary of Les Miserables.
Next up, a dear friend of mine who starred in a multitude of movies, including Paddington 2 and Wonka. He's the comedy genius behind the award-winning Murder in Successville, which, if you've not seen, is absolutely hilarious, and the hit sitcom King Gary. About to hit the road next year with his new stand-up tour, Spud Gun. Please give a big welcome to the very funny Tom Davis.
Yes, Royal Aberhall, how are we tonight? Are we good? Oh,
baby, listen to you. This is an honour. The Royal Variety Performance. What a great thing. I've got to tell you, this can't go any worse than the last gig I did. See, earlier this week, I did the Hair Awards. To stand in front of the people of this great nation who have got the greatest hair, just stood in front of them like a jacket potato with glasses on. Parents in the room, make some noise. We've got parents here. I'm a dad. Best job in the world. Love it. A lot of anxiety comes with being a parent. A lot of anxiety. I'm doing things. Sleep causes me a lot of bedlam, a lot of bother. My daughter's 4. I'm still going in every night. Still going in, checking her 3-4 times a night, making sure she's still breathing. I don't know if you've done this. That thing when you come in, go in. She's all right. She's fine. Just check again. Just check one more time. No, she's fine. She's fine. That could have been the pulse on your thumb. Just check. I worry I'm still doing that when she's 21. Sorry, mate, just checking. Didn't know you were staying over. You're only dropping off a pizza. How many people have been through the Disney phase? We had the Disney phase now. We started off the Disney phase with Beauty and the Beast. That was the first one we did in our house, Beauty and the Beast. We're watching it 15, 20 times a day. Obsessed with it. Playing Beauty and the Beast all the time. She'd turn around and go, Daddy, Daddy, can we play Beauty and the Beast? I'm like, of course we can. Obviously, that can only go one way. It was like the start of therapy otherwise in about 30 years. Sorry, Grace, why have you got such a low opinion of yourself? I was like 3 or 4, and me and my dad would play Beauty and the Beast. And he'd put on a yellow dress and just prance around the room. Obviously, she's Beauty and I'm the Beast. And we'll be playing and she'll be going, come on, Beast, disgusting, dirty Beast. I don't remember Belle being so mean in the film, if I'm honest. Before long, though, friends, Beauty and the Beast becomes tiresome, becomes old. We start playing Frozen. Frozen's a new obsession of the day. We're playing Frozen and she's like, I'm going to be Elsa. I'm like, of course, the lead. I said, who am I? Olaf? Sven? And she looked me dead in the eye and she went, no, Dad, you're the Beast. I said, there's not a beast in Frozen. And she went, you're always the Beast. Subsequently, I've been the Beast in Toy Story. I was the Beast in Moana. I was the Beast in Up. I've been typecast in my own house. It's indignifying, friends. We do the soft play once a week. Essentially, it's like an old 90s nightclub. Sticky floors, just a whiff of desperation hanging on the walls. Everyone's just running around, getting hold of whoever they like. It's a mad thing when you turn up at the soft play. First rule of soft play, you walk in, someone goes, take your shoes off, mate. You've got to take your shoes off. I'm like, this feels like the last place on earth I should have to take my shoes off. It's just a sea of puddles just covered all over the floor. Not sure if it's apple juice or urine. Either way, you spend the rest of the afternoon walking around with a sodden sock. I had a bother there the other day. I had a bother in the soft play. I'm there minding my own business. I get myself a cappuccino. For anyone who's been a soft play, you'll know that anything you order to eat or drink in a soft play just tastes like cheese. Very much enjoying this cheesy cappuccino. And this woman runs over and she goes, are you Grace's dad? Are you Grace's father? I went, yeah, I'm Grace's dad. She went, she needs you at once. She needs you. She's in awful trouble. She needs you. I said, what's that? What's happened? Tell her. She went, she's distraught. She's stuck on top of the soft play. I said, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. She went, she needs you. I said, what's happening here is she's messing with you. More importantly, she's messing with me and my cheesy coffee. Just relax, it's okay. She wouldn't have it. Before I know it, she's rounded up a posse of other parents. And now they're all on me. They're going, come on, mate, come on. You've got to go and save your daughter. You've got to go and save your daughter. You've got to go and save your daughter. You've got to go. I'm like, is that what I've got to do, is it? Me, at 6'7" and 23 stone, I've got to clamber up through a climbing frame made for at best 8-year-olds. Is that what you want from me? I'm bullied into it. Take that kicks in, rule the world. I'm buoyed by that. I start clambering through a ball pit, up a fireman's pole. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Good without doing great, as we say in South London. I get to a little tunnel. I think I've got this tunnel. I get most of me through the tunnel. I say most of me, my head and shoulders. The rest of me is stuck now. I'm very much like a human sausage roll with a meat casing. And then I look up and see my daughter looking down at me going, Beast! Beast! You don't know a low until you watch your daughter's sad face watch the fire service cut you out of a tunnel in a soft play. You come popping out like a champagne cork. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute honour being here. Bless, bless.
Next, we have an award-winning mezzo-soprano who has 14 #1 albums in the classical music charts. Tonight, she's putting her magical touch on one of this year's most popular hits with her version of K-pop Damon Hunter's Golden, not a sentence I thought I was going to be saying tonight. It's the sensational Katherine Jenkins!
I was a ghost, I was alone. Oh, 노해진 앞길 속에. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I meant to be. Lived 2 lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, 'cause I got too wild. But now that's how I'm getting paid. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We're dreaming hard, we came so far. Now I'll believe we're going up. It's our moment, you know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up with our voices. 영원히 계절 수없는. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, what time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be. Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I'll believe. It's our moment, you know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. With our voices, 영원히 계절 수없는. Gonna be golden. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, what time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be. Gonna be golden. We're gonna be golden. Gonna be golden. We're gonna be golden. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be.
As much as tonight is about celebration, it's also about reflection. We've said goodbye to some remarkable entertainers and broadcasters this year, people who made us smile, made us think, and made our lives a little brighter. The kind of people who stay with you long after the curtain comes down. Let's all take a moment now to remember and honour them. gives me huge pleasure to introduce you to the final act tonight. I've got goosebumps already. What a treat you have got in store for you. It's without doubt the biggest finale in the history of the Royal Variety Performance. It's absolutely epic. To celebrate the 40th anniversary of the world's longest-running musical, let me introduce you to the creators of Les Miserables. Give a huge round of applause to Cameron McIntosh, Alain Boublil, and Claude-Michel Schomburg.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Unbelievably, 30 years ago, we stood on this very stage for our 10th anniversary concert. And tonight, it is amazing for us to be celebrating 40 incredible years of this wonderful show.
"40 incredible years. It's a dream beyond any dream."
To hear the people sing in this wonderful venue.
Happy birthday,
Cosette.
Singing the song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a light about to start when tomorrow comes. Join in our crusade, you will be strong and stand with me. Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Let's join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of angry men? This is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a light about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you give all you can so that our banner may advance? Some will fall and some will live, but you stand and take your chance. The blood of the martyrs, the water, the bells of France. Do you hear the people sing, sing the song of angry men? This is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a light about to start when tomorrow
Thank you so much. What incredible voices, and every one of them performed in one of the amazing amateur productions of Les Miserables that have been put on in major theatres around the country as part of the 40th year of celebrations. I hope you caught some of them. 40 years ago, I was a member of the original company that changed the face of musical theatre and, quite frankly, changed my life. I can't believe it. Seems like only yesterday that I was Marius here in the wonderful 10th anniversary concert. And tonight, we're going to hear more amazing performances and performers from some of those amateur productions who will be introduced by myself, Bradley Jaden, Killian Donnelly, Katie Seacombe, and Matt Lucas. Here they are, stars in their multitude.
There, out in the darkness,
a fugitive running, fallen from God.
Fallen from grace, God be my witness, I never shall yield till we come face to face, till we come face to face.
Stars in your multitudes, scarce to be counted, filling the darkness with order and light.
You are the sentinel, silent and sure, keeping watch in the night, keeping watch in the night.
You know your place in the sky.
You hold your course and your aim,
and each in your season returns and returns,
and is always the same.
and if you fall as Lucifer fell, you fall in flames, and so it must be, for so it is written on the doorway to paradise, that those who falter and those who fall must pay a price. Lord, let me find him, that I may see him, safe behind bars. I will never rest till then. This I swear by the
Oh, blimey.
What the bloody hell is going on here?
What's all that noise?
What the bloody... Why is everybody
Singing all
singing?
the time.
I don't understand.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I thought it was going to be the other fella.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
You know, the one on all the coins.
Yeah.
Oh, that is disappointing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a shame.
No
Yeah.
offence.
No.
Welcome, monsieur. Sit yourself down and meet the best innkeeper in town.
Are you having a laugh?
As for the rest, all of them crooks, rooking the guests and cooking the books. Seldom do you see honest men like me.
Honest.
A gent of good intent, who's content to be master of the house, doling out the charm, ready with an handshake and an open palm. Sells a saucy tale, makes a little stir. Well, customers appreciate a bon vivant. Glad to do a friend a favour. Well, it doesn't cost me to be nice, but nothing gets you nothing. Everything has got a little price. Master of the house, keeper of the zoo, ready to relieve them of a sou or two. Watering the wine, making up the weight, picking up their knickknacks when they can't see straight. Everybody loves the landlord, everybody's bosom friend. I'll do whatever pleases Jesus, wanna bleed them in the end. Let's hear ya! Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never wants a passerby to pass him by. Servant to the poor, brother to the great, come with a philosophy, lifelong great. Everybody's boon companion, everybody's chaperone, everybody raise a glass. Hey!
Raise it up the master's ass!
Hey! Everybody raise a glass to the master of the house. Hey! Oh!
Hey!
Hey! God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. Bring him peace. Him bring him joy. He's young. He's only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be. Let him live. If I Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home,
And finally, to bring this evening home, these great amateur companies will be joined by members of the Magnifique French company who have recently triumphed in their new production in Paris, alongside the wonderful 40th anniversary cast from the West End in One Song More.
One day more. Another day, another destiny. This never-ending road to Calvary. These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time. One day I did not live until today. How can I live when we are parted? One day more. Tomorrow you'll be miles away. And yet with you my walk has started.
One more day on my own.
Will we ever meet again?
One more day with him not caring.
I was born to live with you.
What a life I might have known.
And I swear I will be true.
But he never saw me there.
Variety Performance! Let's give a huge thank you to Dave Arch and the brilliant Royal Variety Orchestra. Happy Christmas and good night!
The Prince and Princess of Wales head backstage to meet tonight's cast, Tom Fletcher and Paddington Bear, who opened the show. Westlife, Stephen Fry, Jessie J, Gary Kemp and Midge Ure from the special Just for One Day performance. Hurricane and Adrian Stoiker. Britain's Got Talent winner, Harry Moulding. The cast of Dead Ringers. Madness, who made their debut on the show tonight. Johannes Radade. Catherine Jenkins. The 40th anniversary cast of Les Miserables. And tonight's host, Jason Manfield. From everyone here at the Royal Albert Hall, Happy Christmas.